That is heaven. Oh, I could just swig that.
This is the Pig near Bath, easily one of the most talked about hotels in these parts. Part of the award-winning Pig Hotel collection, the Grand Georgian House is Grade 2 listed with its own walled garden and surrounding deer park. People rave about its luxurious yet homely feel and exceptional food, which is mostly grown on site or sourced within 25 miles. Some reviewers find it quite pricey, but is the experience worth it? I'm staying overnight to see what it's really like spending the night here. This is the second place I'm staying in my series to find the best places to stay in Somerset, so hit subscribe to come along and experience it all with me. So we've just checked into our room and there was a huge downpour just as we were coming to the room. We're in one of the garden rooms, which is actually outside of the hotel, overlooking the vegetable garden area. Prepare yourself, because this is something special. I really wasn't expecting this. I really hope that this looks as good on camera as it does in person, because when you come in, it's really got the wow factor. There are so many details. Right, so let's go around the room. So let's start with the main thing. Bed, huge bed. I think that's even bigger than a king. I'm not really sure what size that is, but that is huge. Really lovely artwork on the walls. I feel like it's really in keeping with the vibe of the place. When we came in the room, they were playing classical music out of this radio here, which really set the tone. I love these light fittings. They've got some books here. Oh, I have to get those books out about the pig. Something that I'm obsessed with is these curtains. They feel lovely and soft and heavy. Like the fabric is amazing. Love all the different flowers and names on there. Oh, so you can see outside of the room, there is 2 chairs. If the sun does decide to come out, it should do, there is an area outside that's like tucked away that you can have a seat. Got a fan here in case it gets warm. And then coming around here, this is really nice. Almost like antique. All of this like wood. Almost like you're tucked away in a little cozy cabin. You don't feel like you're in a hotel. We've actually got a wood burner in the room. Never had this before. Kind of wish it was colder so that we could light this, because I feel like we're not going to get the full effect. We've already cracked open some red wine, and these glasses came with the room. TV here, another Samsung TV. This is like the personal bar section. I love that the mini bar is all tucked away in here. They've provided free Tunnocks tea cakes. This is the range of snacks and crisps. Let's see what the prices are saying. So Coke is £2. The Buckham Lager is £7.50. I'm just giving you a sample. Olives are £4.50. There's almonds in there for £4.50. The lentil crisps are £2. Haribo £2.50. I actually think that's all pretty reasonable, actually, considering it's in the room. They've even got these little baby sham glasses. Oh, I love those. That is so cool. We actually went to Kilver Court recently, where Baby Sham actually originates from. So it feels very fitting that they've got it here in Somerset. Lovely tumbler glass with gold accents on it. God, everything feels really special. That's stunning. I would have those in my home. Then you've got the kettle, tea making facilities. They've got English breakfast tea in here. They've got coffee, nice big freestanding wardrobe here. Solid wood, like everything is super good quality. You've got a safe in the room, hairdryer, got your usual ironing board, iron. Oh, they've provided a torch as well. Oh Christ, that's quite a big one. I wasn't expecting it to be that big. I guess that's if you're coming back and you've eaten at the restaurant and it's a bit dark. We've got the armchairs in the front of the bed here, and then this is a similar fabric on the curtain, so it's like it's all in keeping. And they've got some magazines. Probably won't be reading those, to be honest with you. I think they've really made use of the space well. And then here, more of those lovely light switches. This phone looks like it's just for show, but actually she just said, the lovely lady who checked us in said we can just call 0 and basically order anything here that we want. Mirror. I'm just gonna have a sip of red and then I will show you the bathroom. Cheers. Okay, so coming into the bathroom, I think maybe the fan comes on with the light, so apologies if you can hear that. Walk-in shower here. Love those tiles. I really like that choice of tiles. Almost like a rust colour. Bramley products again, but pig branded. Shower head is a rainfall. Everything is spotless. I don't know if you can see that, but that is just something else. This lovely sink area with, is that a marble sink? Wow. I love that. Feels so luxury. Taps, and then you've got, what have you got here? Cotton buds. Love that it's all branded. Soap here, made in Somerset. That's what we like to see. Somerset businesses supporting Somerset products. That's, again, pig lotion by Bramley. Chamomile, rosemary and sage. That sounds lovely. And then you've got this like old school toilet with the pull handle. God, I haven't seen one of these in years. We've got a freestanding bath as well. Oh my God, I cannot wait to have a bath. More of the Bramley products. And Bramley bath salts. Oh my God. That smells like heaven. I know good smells. I'm a Taurus moon. That is so like relaxing but rejuvenating sort of smell. We've got the towel rail with towels. They did offer us a turn down service, by the way, but we just declined because we didn't really need it. Oh, it's interesting to see robes that aren't white. I actually think that's a better way to go. I can't really believe we're here. So yeah, I will just let you know that this isn't the room that we booked. I will let you know what we specifically paid, but full disclosure, this is definitely not the room that we paid for, because when we came in, we had a note. I'll show you now, actually. Ross and Josh, we've treated you to a room upgrade. Have a wonderful stay, and please do let us know if there's anything you need. But also, the reason I think we've been upgraded is someone who I know through work, actually. Her friend actually works for the pig, and she let her friend know that we were staying. Shout out to Beth, because you did good work. This is phenomenal. If you were to come here and pay the rate that we paid, I don't think you'd be in this room unless you got really lucky and maybe they didn't have many bookings when you're coming, but this is in August. So we've got dinner booked at 7:45. Really excited for that. We haven't got breakfast included, but I think we're just going to pay extra and yeah, indulge, properly like make the most of the experience. Like the fact that you can see everything growing, it makes you want to eat, you know, because you're not going to get better food than stuff that's just literally been taken from the garden and prepared. So I'm so excited. How do you feel, Josh?
I cannot wait for dinner.
The pig is only 3 stars. which I just find that really hard to believe. I don't understand the star rating system. I'm going to have to look that up. We've stayed in 5-star hotels that felt like 3, so don't really get that system. This feels very, very luxury. They've thought of everything. The room is, I mean, I'll let you know at the end from actually like sleeping in it, staying in it and using all the facilities, but so far this is something special. Yeah, the staff had to walk us in the rain to show us the room, and we were like, take the umbrella back. She was like, oh no, don't worry, I'll jog. Super friendly at check-in. So far, amazing. When you stay at the Pig near Bath, one of the most unique parts of the experience is right here in the walled garden. This beautiful Victorian kitchen garden is one of the main reasons why people talk about this Somerset hotel. Almost everything you eat here starts its life within these walls, from crisp lettuces and heritage tomatoes to fragrant herbs and edible flowers. The chefs plan their menus around what's growing rather than the other way round. Each season brings something different, which means the menu is always aligned with what's growing at the time. In summer, you might find courgette flowers and sweet peas, while autumn brings earthy root vegetables and vibrant kale. Even the cocktails in the bar make use of fresh-picked garnishes from just steps away. It's this plot to plate philosophy that makes a stay at the Pig stand out. It takes seasonal produce to a whole new level, and it's a magical experience to taste the garden you strolled through earlier that day. Josh is using all the accoutrements. He's terrible.
Giving you the big I am, taking the piss out of me. And now look at him. What are you knitting with those?
Knitting?
So this is a black Manhattan. Presentation on that. Oh, I'm so scared about dropping it. We're currently in the billiards room. That's how you say it, isn't it? They've got a huge snooker table. I don't know how we're ever going to get a ball in, it's so massive. Oh my god. That is heaven. Oh, I could just swig that. It's perfectly balanced, so flavoursome. Spot on. Did I say that was a Manhattan? Yeah. So what's this one? This is a paper plane. Never had this cocktail before. It's a whiskey-based cocktail, whiskey Aperol, and something else. Yeah, that's so refreshing. Oh, that could be a new favourite. Oh, I'd really highly recommend that if you've never had a paper plane before.
If you're intrigued, I was the one that won pool, although I stayed on the black for about 3 years. So it wasn't really a good win. Those cocktails were phenomenal. Yeah, Josh has found his new fave, the paper plane. We're going to go back to the room. I think going to make use of the bath. We've got a meal booked at 7:45. There was an option to have like an early dinner and it was cheaper, but it was very limited. So we're just going to go and make the most of it. We're probably only ever going to come here once in our life, aren't we?
No.
No. It smells like nothing. She's too early. These almost look a bit like a jalapeno. These are leeks. Sorry? Sorry, what am I saying?
We like to live modestly.
We like to live modestly here. We've got an assortment of veg, not too much, just enough to get us through the weeks. You got your beetroot, you got your salad onion, we've got turnips, celeriac, leek, we've got red currant, you got your white currant, you got your black currant. Whatever colour currant, that's what we got.
Do you have green currant?
We've got green currant, we've got pink currant. Unfortunately, this sunflower is dead, but imagine the size of that when it was new. For reference, that's the size of my hand.
Some salt? Yeah.
Just turn the plate. Good morning. I have been up since 3 a.m. This is not how I wanted our stay to go. I wanted to have a blissful sleep and wake up at about 8 o'clock, but it didn't really go that way. I slept soundly until about 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I got up because I needed a wee, and then I just couldn't go back to sleep. My brain was too busy. But nothing to do with the bed. The bed was phenomenal, but I did take the opportunity to get up super early because I just got bored of lying there. So I got out of bed at about 6 o'clock, I think, 6:15. And then I just went and did a bit of a walk to see the deer park that surrounds the pig. So I managed to see quite a few deer. I tried to get some footage of it, but I don't think it will show up because the deer obviously like to stay well away. But it felt really nice to do that actually before anyone was up and about. I felt like I had the place to myself. So that's one of the perks of not sleeping. Got to have a solo experience and a bit of a moment with the deer on my own. So I'm just going to potter around and appreciate the grounds a bit more, I think. Go back, see if Josh is up, and then we'll head for breakfast. Breakfast. Let's talk breakfast, which was amazing. I must admit, I was very impressed and excited by the spread of food at the breakfast table. For breakfast at the Pig, you get two options. So you can either have the breakfast table, which is £18.95, and then there's also a separate menu for cooked breakfast, and every item on the cooked breakfast menu is £24.50, and then you get the breakfast table included in that. So you are just paying a little bit extra for something cooked fresh, but we found that the selection of food and drinks and everything available at the breakfast table was at such a high standard. We kind of just wanted to make the most of that, and it seemed like everyone else did as well. So some of the things that you can get on the breakfast table, I'm just going through their menu now so you can have some context to what I'm showing on screen. So they do their own boiled eggs from their own hens, which you can boil yourself, and that's what we had with some sourdough bread. Homemade apple, carrot and chia seed muffins. That sounds the most middle class thing I've ever heard. Gluten and dairy free fig and walnut energy bites. Selection of Kellogg's cereals. There's poached lemon thyme apricots, natural Dorset yogurt and kefir yogurt. Lots of seasonal fruit, local artisan cheeses. Again, really nice local produce. Selection of pastries. They were full-size pastries, really fresh and amazing. Luxury fruit and nut granola with absolutely humongous pieces of granola. They also do a healthier granola that's low fat and sugar. They've got their own honey that they make on site. Homemade poached seasonal fruits, stewed prunes. If you're having trouble going to the toilet, I'm sure that's what you'd be going for. Nut-free muesli, lots of like gluten-free options, and they had continental like smoked ham and a selection of smoothies. They had apple cider vinegar, which I know some people like to drink in the morning. I tried that. It was a bit rank, to be honest with you. A really fantastic selection. On the pricier side, if you fill your boots, I think breakfast is a winner. So we've just got back from breakfast, and I'm going to do a overall review now of what we thought, highlights, and give it a rating out of 10. I've got a bit of a list to go through. First of all, I thought I'd talk about check-in because I don't think I mentioned it before. Check-in was really smooth, really nice. The lady on the front desk was really friendly. She showed us to our room, and like I said, she got caught in the rain. Service in general has been really good, to be honest. Everyone's been friendly, attentive, very welcoming. Can't really fault the service. Food. Now the food is a highlight, but it is very expensive. I suppose you get what you pay for. People talk about the food here, and I can see why they do. The quality of the produce is amazing, and just the whole dining experience is really good. The cocktails were fantastic. Breakfast this morning was excellent too, so definitely can see why people come here for food. Now the room, obviously been through that in detail, but after staying in it, it was amazing. Though it was pretty much faultless, to be honest. I know we were upgraded, so that's to be expected because it's a pricey room. I think if I can find out how much that room actually costs, I'll put it on the screen now. Best bath and shower I think I've ever had, potentially. I had 2 baths. I had one this morning. The hotel and grounds, again, phenomenal. Lovely to wander around, so much to see. You could spend ages just going around looking at all the vegetables growing and just enjoying the atmosphere. It's really calming. Being surrounded by the deer park makes it feel really special. Yeah. So for the room, we paid £265. That was excluding breakfast, so we had to obviously pay for dinner and breakfast on top of that. And like I said, food and drinks aren't cheap. All adds up basically, and you can end up spending a lot of money here. But this is probably a once in a lifetime thing for me and Josh. I doubt we'll ever come here again because it's just, yeah, it's not really wallet friendly for us. So overall score, I would probably give it, what's feeling right is 9.5 out of 10. And that is very high for me. I think it was exceptional, so it is worthy of that rating. I can't believe it's only a 3-star hotel. I don't really understand that. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. If you can afford to stay here, go for a good room and just embrace it, enjoy it. You'd have to do it as a special treat. This isn't something you'd do regularly unless you were absolutely loaded. But I've got really good memories here, even though I didn't sleep very well. I was up early to see the deer and the sunrise. So all in all, amazing stay and would highly recommend it. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe for more Somerset-based content, Somerset adventures, hotel stays. I'm trying to find the best place to stay in Somerset. Probably will be doing them more sporadically just because we've spent a lot. The next stay that we have booked is actually in South Petherton, a village in the south of Somerset, and we're staying in a restaurant with rooms called Holm. It's very fancy. It comes with a 7-course tasting menu. The rooms look very, very stylish. If you're interested in seeing that, stick around. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for the next one.